Well, again, going to be a recurring theme. We've got Texas coming home off of a road trip, and not only a road trip, it was a 10-game road trip. It was a West Coast road trip. It was facing a lot of division rivals. Now they're coming home to play an interleague game against Atlanta. One angle that I do like, I'll get that out there first with Texas, is they are starting a rookie tonight. Generally speaking, I like pitchers first time around the league, but I will say this much, and it's something that I've always said as long as I've been doing baseball. I generally like the rookies when they make their debut on the road rather than at home. I actually think, and I know it sounds crazy, that there's less pressure on them pitching on the road because you are in a hostile environment. You expect that. At home, you're trying harder because that's the team you're hoping to be pitching for the next several years of your career. So a little more pressure in that debut. But with that said, you do have Texas returning home. Atlanta sends Morton out there. And Morton, in 6 of his 7 starts this year, he's allowed 3 runs or less. 4 of the last 5, he's allowed 2 runs or less. He's a guy that's going to go out and give you a solid 5-6 innings. And that's what I'm looking for him to do tonight in this spot. Cody Bradford, the pitcher for Texas, as I said, he was called up from AAA Round Rock, where he did pitch extremely well. 5-1, ERA 0.91, but making that big jump from the minor leagues to the majors this early. A lot of pressure on a young 25-year-old pitcher. But I got a ton of stats here, and one of the stats in this game is he's a left-hander, and Atlanta has dominated left-handed pitching this year. They're 9-4 against lefties, and they're averaging 5.7 runs per game in those 13 games against lefties. Atlanta has been a great road favorite. If you go back as a road favorite of minus 125 or more over the last 3 seasons, they're a solid 67-25 in that angle. This season, small sample size, but when they're on the road at night, they're 9-1 so far. And then Atlanta, and I'm sure Teddy's going to point it out, that they're on a 4-game losing streak. That they are. But if you go back the last 2 seasons, when this team has lost 4 or more in a 6-game period, they are 17-4 in the old bounce back mode. That puts me on Atlanta tonight. I will be looking at them tonight to take the first game of this series. And just like I said, Teddy, in the last one, if Texas does lose this first one at home, I might be looking at them in game 2 of the series tomorrow.